Hi guys, good morning. How are you doing? Today I'm going to show you guys how to download a font and upload it onto Cricut Design Space. That's one of the questions I get asked a lot too. So there's a website that I like to use to download fonts, and that is dafont.com. So we're going to go ahead and go here. I have it as a tab actually, so it's www.dafont.com. And let's say that I really like this font right here called Richie Brusher. So this font is actually 100% free. And that's what we like to use because fonts that are 100% free mean that you can use them for commercial use. So if you're selling your items or using them to make profit, you have to find something that's 100% free and that's not free for personal use. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on the font right here, and you could just click download if you want to, but I wanted to go ahead and show you this, how it shows you the different letters. You're not going to get any numbers or characters with this font, but you will definitely get all the letters, uppercase and lowercase. So we're going to go ahead and click download. And now again, we're going to unzip the file. So we're going to go ahead and click down here so it unzips the file. And it comes up. And it comes up as this Richie Brusher TTF. I'm going to double click that, and it's going to show up on our fonts. And we're going to go ahead and click Install Font. But you have to refresh Cricut Design Space. You have to reload it in order for it to show up with the Richie Brusher font. So once it reloads, we're going to go ahead and look for it. And we're going to go ahead and text, and it's called Richie Brusher. So we're going to go ahead and search for it up here. You could either put system, which would only show you the fonts that you have on your computer, or you can just search under all since we know the name of it. So it's Richie Brusher. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and now we have a font. And we don't have characters, so let's just put the word love. And that shows us our font. It's kind of a distressed looking font. It's kind of a cool font. So when you put it to make it and you make this font, you'll have to take out these individual pieces right here in order for it to look the way it needs to look. Now another thing is when you do it lowercase, you see how Cricut Design Space, it looks like a script font and it's not together. So script fonts, you have to actually link them together because if not, they kind of look a little bit weird when they're not linked together. So you have to go ahead and ungroup it. But before we ungroup it, we're going to fix the letter space. I like to fix letter space to -0.4 so that it moves it a little bit closer and they're already touching. Then I like to move my font and put it on a line so that when I ungroup it, over here on this side, it's already on a straight line and it's not coming out all crooked. So we're going to go ahead and move the L over. Then I'm going to move the V and the E over. And the E doesn't really have any swirls or anything like that, so I think it looks pretty fine by itself like that. You're going to select it and you're going to group it again. Now, if you're going to make this, when you go to make it, I'm going to show you what happens. It goes out of order. And the reason it goes out of order is because we didn't attach it or weld it. For a script font, you don't want to just attach it, you want to actually weld it. And the reason is because the Cricut will cut it in individual pieces. Even if you just attach it, it'll show where the individual pieces were cut. For example, if I change the color of this to show you, you see where these lines join? It would show that when you hit attach versus hitting weld. So we're going to go ahead and weld it together. And when we weld it, you see how these pieces open up right here? Now it's welded as one piece, one coherent piece. So now when we hit make it, it's going to show up as one coherent piece so that when you print it, you can just weed it together and it's ready to go. Alright guys, well thank you so much for this short installment. I hope that helps you download fonts from Dafont. If you have any questions, please go ahead and let me know.